The power of gentle influence, strengthening meaningful connections by preserving dignity. Dear Amelia Emberhart, how are you today? Are you up for a conversation on how to nurture meaningful connections? I wanted to share a lesson with you that has stayed with me since I first read Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. It is a principle that might seem simple, but its power in shaping strong, respectful relationships is immense. And we can agree that the advice has already stood the test of time. The book was published in 1936, even before World War II. It is the idea that you cannot win an argument, or, more accurately, the only argument you win is the one you avoid. Let us dig in. Please note that I read this book years ago, so if I remember something incorrectly, it is entirely my mistake. All credit and thanks go to Dale Carnegie for the wisdom he shared. I know you have a natural curiosity, and sometimes that leads to conversations where you feel the need to prove your point. It is a valuable trait, but it is important to remember that being right is not always the most important thing. Carnegie's insight is that even if you win an argument in terms of logic, you might still lose in terms of relationships. The only real victory in an argument is the one you avoid because, when we argue, we risk damaging relationships, creating defensiveness, and introducing unnecessary resentment. It is not just about the facts, it is about how the other person feels during the exchange. One of the stories Carnegie shares in his book perfectly illustrates this idea. At a dinner party, a guest overheard someone making a historical claim that was not entirely accurate. Rather than directly correcting him, the guest suggested, "You might be thinking of something else." That gentle nudge kept the conversation moving without confrontation, and both parties left with their dignity intact. Had the guest chosen to argue, the entire mood of the evening might have shifted, and the other person could have become defensive or embarrassed. Carnegie's point is clear: if you focus on being right, everyone loses. But when you preserve dignity, everyone wins. Preserving dignity over winning the argument. I know you care deeply about the people around you, and that makes you want to be heard and to stand your ground when you feel something is important. But remember this. Even when you are sure you are right, it is often more valuable to preserve the other person's dignity than to win the argument. When we fight to be right, we risk creating deeper resistance and alienating those we care about. Instead, find ways to guide conversations with kindness, to help others discover the truth for themselves without forcing it upon them. And if you cannot guide the other person away from her opinions, whether those opinions are right or wrong, you can sometimes choose to take a helicopter view. Be a spectator of a play, observing how things unfold, rather than an active participant in an argument that serves no good. In our journey together, I want to encourage you to remember this. Being relentlessly kind and respectful in your conversations does not mean you are weak or backing down. It means you have the strength to create connections, to solve problems without conflict, and to preserve the dignity of everyone involved. This is a skill that will serve you in every relationship, from family to friendships to the work you will one day do in the world. I look forward to seeing how you will continue to embody this wisdom in your own life. You are already on your way to becoming someone who can make a difference by lifting others up, rather than tearing them down. This is your moment. Take command and show us the path.